Hi folks, and welcome to my fourth video blog. As you can probably tell by the tone of my voice, it's not a happy one. It's been a really tough week. As you know from my blog last week, we picked up a beautiful black and white boy from some of the nearby mountains. He had half an ear chewed off, a wound on his front paw, and also a really badly damaged, broken, no doubt, back leg. So the first thing we had to do is to take him to be a vet for an x-ray. He was so well behaved, he's got such a beautiful temperament, he got on really well. We took a couple of different shots, we burnt them to a disc and we sent them to Clínica Veterinarius for interpretation. We also took wheels for Rose, which were kindly fundraised by people in the UK, so thank you very much for those of you who donated for those wheels. It actually enabled her to have a chance at walking again and building up her strength. She was so good. She was absolutely good as gold. I was so proud, I was so impressed, and I felt so happy for her. Finally, it was like she got her break. She's wagging her tail.
Yeah.
I then got another call from Carmen to say that poor little Daisy, the tiny puppy from my previous vlogs, was sick again. She had really bad inflammation around her face, pretty much her whole body. So I picked her up, I brought her to my place, and I just wanted to make her comfortable. So the first thing in the morning, she was taken to the vet. Later on in the day, I had a message to say that she had passed away. Now, this was horrible. Obviously, it's never nice when anything dies, especially something so small, and especially something that you tried so hard to save, and so many people, so many resources, because to us that life is important, but to the person who threw her over the gate of my friend, they have a lot to answer for. Next up, we were back doing spay and neuter. We also had to pick up Fleur, who wasn't feeling very well. She had bloody diarrhea, bloody vomit, wasn't eating and wasn't drinking. So another sick puppy. We also picked up two absolutely beautiful stray female dogs from a local shopping centre. It's one of those places where lots of dogs tend to culminate, and I wanted to show you this. When we took her to the vets, she'd been sick in her crate, and just look at what she'd vomited. Obviously these dogs eat anything and everything just to survive, and for some reason this particular pile of sick made me really sad. I'm about halfway through my day here today, and I've just found out that Rose has died. I just feel so deflated, so defeated, so angry, upset, numb. We tried everything for her. It just wasn't enough. Sunday I had an urgent call from Dora to say that her and Kathleen had rescued a beautiful old male dog from the centre of town, and they'd had to improvise by using a man's tie that they bought from a second-hand shop. He's now in the shelter and he's doing really well, also up for adoption, so if you're interested then get in touch. In the same day I met the beautiful Leslie and Dawes, who came over to help and volunteer. It was also Dawes' birthday, so we took her out for some drinks. We had a lot of fun, the three of us, and we also surprised her with papanache. So this week's Shelter Sunday was particularly eventful. On the way I came across a puppy who unfortunately we couldn't catch. He was too afraid and we didn't want to frighten him into the road, so we left him some food, and then I had to go and get a Rottweiler who Dora had rescued off a man who was dragging her behind his bike by a piece of rope, and then this happened. So a man has just turned up at the shelter and decided that he wants to give us a dog. As you can tell, Dora wasn't exactly impressed, but obviously we never say no, and we were always going to take her in. She was clearly living on a chain and having a horrible life, and she also had this horrendous infection on her face, which we're now treating. We found her a beautiful collar and lead, and then I took great pleasure in taking off that hideous chain, even if the horrible man did ask to have it back. We had a big crowd this week. It was fantastic. Lots of happy faces, lots of doggies walked, very uplifting to what was a horrible week really. And yeah, we then had Mark and Jenny's daughter Chelsea. They turned up also from the UK, coming to volunteer with us. So it's fantastic. After the day was over, we went to Apollo, all of us together, which is what I love about being here. The community is just absolutely second to none. and we celebrated Dawes' birthday and the arrival of our new volunteers.